Coming up on Murrow News 8, it's been 3 years since the Moscow murders, how the Palouse community is still grieving.
And WSU is now searching for a new athletic director, how students are reacting to that Annie McCoy's gone. Murrow News 8 starts now.
From the Northwest Public Broadcasting Studios on the campus of Washington State University, this is Murrow News 8.
Hello and welcome to Murrow News 8. I'm Jet Hatch.
And I'm Matthew Sansom.
It's been 3 years since the Moscow murders and the community is still remembering. A vigil was held at the Vandal Healing Garden and Memorial yesterday. People from the area gathered, laid flowers down, lit candles, and left handwritten notes to honor the victims. Xana Kernodle, Ethan Chapin, Kaylee Consalves, and Madison Mogan.
The killer Brian Koberger now must pay restitution to cover the cost of urns for both Kaylee Consalves and Madison Mogan. The total cost of urns is $3,075.58. Additionally, Koberger has been ordered to pay $251,227.50 and a civil judgment fee of $20,000.
One of the victims' families is calling for a stop to a new movie that is being made about the murders. The family of Kaylee Consalves is endorsing an online petition calling for a Lifetime movie on the murders to stop. In a statement, the Consalves family said, and I quote, "This is a nightmare for us. We do not want Kaylee being portrayed in a slasher film," end quote. Kaylee Consalves, Madison Mogan, Xana Kernodle, and Ethan Chapin were murdered by Brian Koberger in an off-campus Moscow home. Koberger is spending life in prison.
Yesterday, the family of Luke Tyler, who passed away in 2023 at Washington State University, filed a wrongful death lawsuit against telehealth provider Hims & Hers Health, Inc. The suit alleges the company prescribed an antidepressant known to raise suicide risk in adolescents without a video or phone consultation, and later doubled the dosage despite warnings from the student. Luke died by suicide in January of 2023, and family says the company's negligence combined with alleged fraternity hazing contributed to his death.
There was a high-speed chase in Pullman Tuesday morning in connection to a harassment incident. The suspect has been identified as 45-year-old David Pock. Pock was allegedly looking for his girlfriend at a residence hall when he threatened a couple with a bow and arrow as well as a lit flare. Pock then led the police on a high-speed chase around Pullman until crashing his car into Trinity Lutheran Church. Our reporter Kaya Rain is at the church where the crash happened. Kaya, what do you see?
Yes, Jet. So I'm actually at the Lutheran Church right now where the Puck had driven through the parking lot, through their little labyrinth area, and actually drove literally through it and went back towards it. You can actually see a bunch of driving marks and stuff like that. They definitely repaired it a ton since Tuesday, but I guess it was kind of a mess. But this actually isn't Pock's first time with extensive criminal record. So over in Benewah County, Idaho, he has a warrant for unlawful possession of a firearm, drug possession, and injury to a child. And then on top of that outstanding warrant, Pock's criminal record dates back to 2005 for vehicular assault, eluding, and illegal possession of a firearm. But Pock was booked on charges of second-degree assault and felony eluding, and on Wednesday, he had his first court appearance and is currently on a $100,000 bond at Whitman County Jail. But I'll send it back to you guys at the desk.
WSU will be conducting a national search for a new athletic director after firing Ann McCoy on Wednesday. Under McCoy, the Cougars made a few hires, bringing in men's basketball head coach David Riley, swimming coach Russ Whitaker, and women's golf coach Kevin Tucker. Women's basketball head coach Cami Etheridge also had her contract extended. Also under McCoy, WSU eliminated field events from its track and field team. Amid all of the changes, students hope for more consistency within the athletic program.
I hope this is a chance to make some improvements that are a little overdue. It's been a running joke here that oh, we get a new football coach, we get a new quarterback every year. So I'm hoping we're able to build some stability.
If you want to create kind of stability in athletics here, firing your AD after less than 2 years is not the way to do it.
The federal government reopened its agencies on Wednesday evening after President Trump signed the House-passed funding bill, which ended the longest government shutdown in U.S. history. After 43 days on pause, things may not return to normal right away. Federal workers are still awaiting their back pay, and air travel disruptions are expected to linger. SNAP food aid benefits should see their full November benefits by Monday.
Washington State University is pursuing a 3.3% hike to tuition, which will be approved at the Board of Regents meeting on Friday. This is the third time that the university has upped rates by the highest amount allowed. This would increase resident undergraduate tuition by $400 and non-resident undergraduate tuition by almost $1,000.
Whitcomb 911 is inviting interested community members to attend a virtual recruiting event on Saturday, November 15th. The group will provide dispatch services for police, fire, and EMS in the Whitman and Asotin counties of Moscow. Attendees of the event will hear about the critical roles directly from frontline dispatchers and will be able to ask them questions about their work. Spring registration is officially open for students at WSU, and some are turning to the website Rate My Professor to help decide on which classes to take. Our reporter, Rachel Turcotte, spoke with a WSU senior on how these online reviews make a big difference for when it comes to his class registration.
WSU senior Diego Alcaraz is in the stressful process of registering for spring classes. I spoke with him on how the website Rate My Professor has made this process a little less difficult.
I use Rate My Professor to kind of see, the different options I have for my classes and what others have said about the professors and if it's going to be hard, if they give a lot of homework or it's a really helpful resource, especially if there's a lot of data on a certain professor.
This website lets students rate instructors on difficulty, the amount of homework they give in a class, and overall quality. For Diego, it's become a part of his routine with class registration.
It's easy to see why Diego checks Rate My Professor before enrolling. But WSU faculty says that this website might not be the most accurate when it comes to registering for classes.
I would say it's probably not the most accurate sense. I mean, you have to take things case by case. Students, of course, base it depending on their own experience. You can get a variety of opinions on there, and so I think it could potentially be a helpful guide, but in the long run, I think that it does more harm than good.
While some students see it as a helpful resource, Professor Tracy Simmons says that students might not be using it for the right reasons.
A lot of professors would agree that we try not to look at it because it can really bring you down. I think a lot of students will complain there if they didn't pass the class or something, but a lot of times the students who think you did awesome don't bother to post anything.
Whether it helps or hurts, Rate My Professor continues to shape how Cougs choose their classes. With Haley Slate, I'm Rachel Turcotte for Murrow News 8.
Appreciate it, Rachel. An old tradition brought back to WSU this weekend. Find out what's going down.
And your chance to get some good old BBQ for free. Find out where, up next.
There was an old woman who lived in a shoe. She had so many children, she didn't know what to do. She gave them some broth without any bread and kissed them all soundly and put them to bed. Hunger is a story we can end. End it at feedingamerica.org.
So, I just moved in with this family, and it's embarrassing. The little one, he likes to go outside and crawl around in the giant litter box. I don't know what he's doing. I mean, I was born and I knew how to use the litter box. Look at that! That's disgusting! Oh, poop already! You're making me nervous. Oh, okay, I can't look at this anymore. I really hope he grows out of this, for his sake.
A community effort is bringing back Dad's Weekend to Pullman. This weekend was chosen due to the slate of college athletic home games, including a home football game against Louisiana Tech Saturday night and a basketball doubleheader Friday night. Dad's Weekend was rebranded to Fall Family Weekend 5 years ago, and local business owners said their sales saw dramatic declines when Dad's Weekend was replaced.
There will be a free barbecue today outside of Beasley Coliseum between the two basketball games. The Cougar Athletic Fund is hosting the event from 6 to 8 at the corner of Stadium Way and North Fairway Road. The Cougar women host Stanford at 4, while the men host Washington at 8. The free barbecue is open to anyone and everyone.
In addition to all of the activities involving athletics here on campus, the Mariachi Club is another outlet for students to find their community. Our reporter Peyton Yeager spoke with the president of the club.
On a college campus where community can be hard to come by, student-run clubs can be a great outlet for many. Clubs such as Mariachi Leones del Monte, a mariachi club on campus, is a great example. I'm standing right here at the Kimbrough Music Hall, where right behind me, the club practices every Tuesday and Wednesday. When talking with some of the students, you'll find that the scope extends much greater than just the campus.
I saw mariachis all the time. If you're out at a restaurant, you see them. If you go to a quinceañera, there's a mariachi. If there's a boda, a wedding, you see a mariachi.
It goes beyond participating. Mariachi is intrinsic to Mexican culture, and playing it can be a strong way of honoring and connecting to the culture as well.
I have a different experience than a lot of people who grew up closer to their culture, but to me it's really a shining beacon and a reflection of a lot of the beauty of Mexican culture.
I'd say that mariachi is one of the essences of Mexico. The emotions that mariachi conveys in general are so broad, so wide, and they hit just about every person, whether you speak Spanish or not.
For those who are interested in joining, the path is easier than one might think.
Just come, show up. We're more than happy to teach you how to play the instrument, more than happy to start you from scratch, and if you already know, that's great. We're more than happy to show you the style of play.
I would say that background is irrelevant, ethnicity is irrelevant. If you think that it's something that can bring you joy and this type of music kind of even brings a little bit of a spark, come learn about it.
With photographer Reno Probert, this is Peyton Yeager reporting in Pullman, Murrow News 8.
Thanks, Peyton. It's about that time of year where temps are getting near freezing. Why you should probably start to dress up a little warmer, according to facility services.
And Saturday's supposed to be cloudy. Cassidy's got a reason for you to bring a coat to the game tomorrow. Up next.
Days, months.
Hey, I'm Jim from across the street.
Years.
I'd like to give you this.
A lifetime. Can rush by without realizing what we're missing. But it doesn't have to be that way. We have a choice to take action. Visit maketheconnection.net to find out more.
Can I tell you a cat joke? Just kidding.
Why did the girl ask the mushroom to dance? Because he was a fun guy.
What do you call a pig that knows karate? Pork chop. So how does a tissue dance? Put a little boogie on it.
Pullman is known for its winter weather that is right around the corner. Our reporter Blaine Akers has some details on how to handle it while walking between classes.
WSU Pullman's late fall and winter weather can stop people from wanting to go outside, and sometimes even attend their classes. With walking conditions already getting worse with the rain, WSU students and professors are going to need to prep if and when they want to leave.
It's genuinely kind of dangerous in certain areas and at certain times.
WSU student Reno Probert is very familiar with slipping happening on campus.
I've had some near misses and caught myself almost falling. I'm pretty sure if I did fall, I would just skip class and go home.
Slipping, while more of an issue when the snow is here, it is already happening because of just the rain. While Reno does not live in a dorm, slipping on campus can happen to anyone. For students that do live in a dorm, well, like I do, it's pretty important that you have your boots and you have a good, nice, thick jacket because you have more exposure to the weather. So make sure to put that stuff on before you walk out your door. Beyond those very basic tips, WSU Facility Services employee Ian Allen has a few more for how to stay comfortable and safe on campus. Ian said, quote, "A resource we have for students on campus for sidewalk safety is our My Facilities website. There's a map that shows sidewalks that are plowed and treated. It's a really good place to go if you need to find out what route you should take." Allen also recommended using true snow boots and not Uggs. Quote, "We could count in one day how many students fell because of them. In any case, the right boots are not even foolproof. So also walk slowly and very carefully." Reporting from a slippery Pullman, I'm Blaine Akers for Murrow News 8.
Thanks, Blaine. I don't know about you, Jet, but I am dreading walking up those Pullman hills when it starts snowing.
I completely agree. Cassidy, we shouldn't be expecting our campus to turn into an ice rink anytime soon, are we?
Well, no, Jet. Our temperatures are actually pretty warm for November. We're sticking in those mid-50 to mid-40 range for our lows, but we will be getting close to freezing next week, so stick around for that. Today, we're going to have a high of 54 with a low of 48. We're going to have clouds in the sky, lots of wind blowing, so it's going to feel a little bit chillier than it actually is. Those wind speeds are coming from the southeast at 12 miles per hour. Tomorrow, we have a high of 56 and a low of 42, so still sticking around those lower 40s, not quite getting into freezing, but we still do have those clouds in the sky. The wind's going to be blowing at 10 miles per hour. So for that game, make sure you bundle up. You don't want to get cold. There won't be any scattered showers. The rain's going to hold off just a little bit up until next week. So looking across the state, they have a different story. Olympia and Seattle are getting actually quite a bit of rain while we're dry over here on the east side. Olympia with a high of 53 with rain coming down. Seattle with a high of 54. Looking into central Washington, Yakima and the Tri-Cities are actually quite hot for this time of year, especially the Tri-Cities. I'm looking at you, 62 degrees in November. That's unheard of. Spokane and Pullman looking similar at 53 degrees in Spokane and 54 for a high in Pullman. So let's get to that 5-day weather forecast because I am excited to talk about this Sog Fest going on this week. Saturday, we're going to have some clouds in the sky with a high of 56 and a low of 42. Sunday, we get right to that rain. So we're going to have some rain, scattered showers with a high of 51, a low of 40. Monday, the rain continues, the saga. 47 is the high, 34 is the low. Tuesday, we're going to get down to 35 with a high of 45. Wednesday, we're going to have a high of 45, a low of 35 as well with partially cloudy. So make sure you bundle up for the rest of the week. No wet socks here. Thank you so much for tuning in with Weather with me. Back to y'all at the desk.
Thanks, Cassidy. Well, it's great that the weather should not impact people at the football game that much. Speaking of which, the Pac-12 has a new partner. Find out who in our top sports story.
And the Huskies are coming back to town, but not for football. We'll tell you what for in Murrow News 8 Sports.
Dad, they took over my bedroom. Come on, come on. Okay, Dad. 1, 2, 3. to me. Dad?
Are you okay?
I'm fine, dear.
Your hero needs you now, and AARP is here to help. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving.
There. Can I tell you a cat joke? Just kidding.
Why did the girl ask the mushroom to dance? Because he was a fun guy.
What do you call a pig that knows karate? Pork chop. Why was the basketball court all wet? Why? Because the players kept dribbling all over it. Can I tell you another one? So how does a tissue dance? Put a little boogie on it.
What's Beethoven's favorite fruit? Banana.
What is a boxer's favorite drink? Fruit punch.
Welcome back. I am Emery LaFesti, and this is Murrow News 8 Sports. Our first story for today is a very big one for WSU and the Pac-12. The New Era Pac-12 has partnered with USA Sports to televise some of its regular season games. The Pac-12 now has 3 partners for televising events, with USA Sports joining the CW and CBS as the other 2 TV partners. The deal starts next year and will be a 5-year partnership. And in basketball news, after finally getting their first win against the St. Thomas Tommies, the Cougars' reward is getting to play the Washington Huskies here at Beasley. The game is at 8 o'clock tonight, and the Cougar lineup will try to get the team back on the right track. No better opponent to do it than our storied rivals, the Huskies. Go get them, Cougs! Women's basketball also plays today at 4. They remain winless on the season, unfortunately, and will look to get that first one at 4 o'clock versus Stanford here at Beasley. After Cougar football's roughest loss of the season against a no-win Oregon State squad, they are looking to get back to 500 football tomorrow night versus Louisiana Tech. Tech is 5-4. However, they have lost 3 out of their last 4 games. After a tough loss like that, it's hard to have some optimism, but that is not how us Cougs are wired. We went out and got some opinions about tomorrow's football game.
This is definitely a very important game, like as far as standings or whatever, but this has to be a game where they can prove that like they can continue on.
With Jimmy Rogers, he'll kind of just have his team focused on winning today or this weekend.
After a dominant performance in the WCC Championship, cross country heads to the NCAA West Regionals. The Cougars men's squad is ranked 11th in the region and 2nd in the nation, while the women's team is ranked 4th in the region and 24th in the nation. The event started earlier today, and WSU's Rosemary Longisa and Solomon Kipchoge have already taken home their individual titles. How about that? And in some Coug-her news, 4 players from Washington State Cougars women's soccer have been honored by the West Coast Conference. Seniors Jordan Young and Maggie Mace earned all WCC second team and honorable mention respectively, while sophomore Audrey Shackelford also made the second team, and redshirt freshman Kira Mitchell was named to the all-freshman team. The Cougars wrapped the season at 7-7-5 overall and 5-4-2 in conference play. Now, Cougar volleyball has been playing really good lately. They took down Gonzaga on Wednesday in a 3-1 victory. Sophomore Lucy Blazkova continues to just scorch for the Cougars as she put up a whopping .632 hitting percentage to go along with a team-high 16.5 points. Blazkova's .449 hitting percentage on the season would be the single-season percentage record for any Cougar volleyball player. Cougar volleyball moves to 15-8 on the year with a 9-4 conference record. Now, Cougar tennis is getting some reinforcements from all over the globe, it seems like. Ava Monet Sycamore is coming to WSU from the land down under. The Australian product will be joining Cougar tennis come spring 2026. The other two signings that were announced will be joining the team come fall 2026. This includes Katiana Gonzalez, coming from Houston, Texas, and Clara Marie Schoen, who is coming from Germany. And speaking of reinforcements, the golf team signed a 3-time East Sky Conference Player of the Year, Jake Goyen, to a financial aid agreement. Goyen was also named the Arizona Division II Player of the Year and was also named the Arizona Republic All-Arizona Team.
Thanks, Emery. I know I'm excited to see men's basketball take on the Huskies today. Today is kind of a big deal. Find out what after the break.
It's okay to be scared. You don't have to be so strong.
Strength is not optional. This is my mother, my purpose. Real muscle is lifting her spirits between bedpans and bad news from doctors that doubt her strength. Strength is buried in bills, managing meds, and swallowing those moments of, Mom, it's me, your daughter. Remember? My strength is super, but I'm still human, right?
Look who's here. There she is. Thanks for your patience. Thank you so much.
How you feel?
If you're caring for a loved one, visit aarp.org/caregiving for care guides and community, or call 1-877-333-5885.
1 in 3 adults has pre-diabetes. 1 in 3. That means it could be you, your favorite brother, your other brother, you, your football buddy, your football buddy, you, the boss's boss. If 1 in 3 adults has pre-diabetes, that means it could be you, your barber, your barber's barber.
Nice work.
Thanks.
You, your plumber,
Breathe right into your foot.
your plumber's masseuse.
Yes.
You, your dog walker,
On your left.
your cat jogger. Or you, your co-pilot, your co-pilot's co-pilot. While 1 in 3 adults has prediabetes, with early diagnosis, prediabetes can be reversed. Take the risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org to know where you stand.
Today is National Pickle Day. This holiday recognizes the tart, sweet, and sometimes spicy pickles. Many businesses, including Buffalo Wild Wings and Jimmy John's, will be having special pickle deals today. So what is your favorite kind of pickles, guys?
I don't know about you guys, but Jimmy John's has the Pickle Witch, and it is amazing. I love eating those. Those are so good.
Delicious. I like a spicy pickle. At my high school, they had the spicy snackable pickles, and every lunchtime I would grab those and I would eat them out of the bag, but also I would put them on the chicken sandwiches we had at school. So good. I'm just a pickle enthusiast, really.
Well, my personal favorite pickle is the one that I'm not eating because I don't like pickles. And I know my boy Jet here feels the same. Yeah. We've been talking about this for a while now. We're anti-pickle crew, so I think
that just means more pickles for us, right?
Exactly. More Pickle Witches from me, dude. I mean, come on, guys.
Yeah, well, I'll gladly give them to you. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. This has been Murrow News 8. Have a good night.